Coronavirus, 1 year later, it became the norm for families to say goodbye to a dying loved one by FaceTime. No visitors allowed in hospitals to stop the spread of COVID. Among the people that first showed us what that looked like, the Lopez family of Eagle Rock.
Good morning.
Hi.
How you doing?
How are you? I want to give you a hug.
Meeting mom and son at the Lopez home in Eagle Rock.
These are just my mom and her.
Remembering matriarch Amparo Morales and a video that went viral.
Saw that video twice. Yeah. I know it's there and I don't want to feel the same pain, but I feel it anyway.
This pandemic has changed our lives in so many ways.
David Lopez, a photographer, documented the heartbreaking goodbye to his grandma.
Mommy, mommy, mommy.
The cries of his mom saying goodbye on FaceTime as hospitals cut off family visits due to the pandemic.
As soon as I saw her, I cried so much. I mean, it's like so painful. So painful. But it's, life is like that. Yeah.
Not being allowed to say goodbye to your own mother in person is the cruelest thing I have ever witnessed.
The 83-year-old Morales, who'd been in a nursing home with dementia, losing her life to COVID-19 in April of 2020.
Back then, we knew very little about COVID-19. This was right around the time everything kind of started to close up, and we were taking a lot of the precautions we were, with the stay-at-home orders and everything.
You documented history.
Maybe 20 years from now, when I look back at this, I was like, wow, this was just historical.
It's painful.
And very painful.
Why did you want to document all this?
Unfortunately, we have friends and family on both sides that kind of still think this is kind of a hoax or some sort of plandemic or whatever terminology they believe, and they weren't really being respectful to the people mourning.
Right here, your son held you. In this kitchen, a mother and son shared their grief and their bond.
Yeah, it was hard.
When you stood here in that video, what were you thinking?
I was thinking, oh my God, at the first time, this is not real.
Always in your heart?
Yeah, she's always. And we got this little heart, and it's her fingerprint with her signature.
Oh my gosh. We're about the 1 year anniversary of COVID in America. How does it feel now?
It feels like an eternity ago. I think last year felt like 10 years for a lot of people. And, it's crazy to think, oh yeah, this just all happened last year.
There have been 516,000 COVID deaths in America, 100,000. Adelaide Lopez says they talk about it a lot, and that's part of the family healing.
Yeah, their story, unfortunately, so repeated over and over again. And how difficult this has been, how difficult it's been also for healthcare workers that have been there and having to basically hold these people's hands as they die and not have any family around either, the toll on them.
Think about it back then, at this time, we started hearing about things like that. What do you mean you can't visit your loved one? You can't be there to hold their hand, to give them, that last moment. And that's kind of the norm now for so many families.
And people have not been able to have funerals as well. It has been so traumatic for so many people, and we thank them for sharing. It really was profound to watch that.
For sure.